Hi guys, my name is Shaq Baker. I'm a full-time property investor and developer, and I just want to give you sort of a bit of insight into my experience in working with or having a two-day mentoring session with Billy Turriff. Now, prior to my mentoring sessions with Billy, I didn't have any property experience whatsoever. So I'd always sort of run my own businesses. Um, that I'd done for a number of years. Some were done better than others. Some hadn't really got me anywhere. So that, as a sort of an introduction to property, meant that I kind of understood the basics of business, but I had no property experience whatsoever. So I kind of walked in very blindly, and I was fortunate to kind of have that session with Billy because that's I had done some theory prior to that. So I was currently I was sort of on a course where I was learning, but I hadn't sort of completed on any property. I'd bought any. So that time with Billy was crucial because the reality was, as much as I knew I wanted to get into property, I guess I more knew what I wanted from property. So as a vehicle, I wanted to make money. Essentially, I didn't know how much, I didn't know by sort of what quantity, and without that side of it, you're really kind of going in pretty blind. And so Billy helped me to focus essentially on what my ultimate plan was. He asked me a couple he asked me a couple of basic questions like, what are you looking for? So my response would have been, I'm looking for any good deals. And he said, what's a good deal? And my response was, yeah, I don't know. One that makes money. What's money? A pound's money, 50p's money, or 50 grand. What are you looking for? So it was good to have the first session to really nail down what it is you want property to do for you and how you want that to work. And the second one was very practical. So that was literally hand holding. Like, we went and went on some viewings, we looked at some properties, and that really gave me the the encouragement, but also the practical side of what I literally needed to do. So I went from literally no experience to having a little bit of understanding and knowledge of what I wanted to do, but then going and doing it is a whole different ball game. So we went and saw some stuff. It helped me to understand what I needed to do to the properties. Essentially what I was looking for. So he helped me sort of understand what I'm looking for. He was very specific actually, and gave me like, these are areas that work. If this is what you're looking for, these are areas that worked. He literally drew me a map. Like, we just went online and we used one of the portals and drew a map, and we just focused on that. So he helped me to focus, and that focus, along with, once I identified what I wanted, that focus along with the practical steps meant I kind of hit the ground running. It just accelerated my growth tremendously. You'll find a lot of people are good at theory. So there's a lot of people that are good at teaching, and a lot of people are quite good because they're hands-on. So you get a lot of people that's done stuff because they're very hands-on. It's rare that people are both sort of super hands-on from an investor point of view, but also can be practical and show you how to get it cracking because they've done it. A lot of people can teach. So teachers teach. There's not many people that have done it and are doing it and can teach it. So that really, I think after that session there, my transition was massive. Within the next sort of month, I'd sort of exchanged on my first one, and then came second one after about 3 4 months after that. The ball just started rolling, and that enabled me to accelerate the journey. And again, lots of mistakes were made, but I still always had that port of communication with Billy. So I was able to say, how can I do this? How can I do that? And I'm very self-sufficient, but it was good to just have him still there. So thank you, Bill. I really appreciate that. He knows I do, because I tell him every time I see him. And I highly recommend Billy Turriff and those 2 days that I spent with him as far as a mentor. So definitely get in contact with Billy, and he will be able to help you on your property journey and help you identify where it is you're looking to go. So thank you again, Bill. Much appreciated.